coming to again here, and he's training with his teammates. I'm going to watch his soccer match today. Today we have cloudy day in Melbourne and freezing cold. But guess what, my friend? You always have that sunshine inside of you. And you know what? Focusing on, whatever. Your focus is your GPS, yeah? At least it's not raining. Can you imagine if it's raining? So your focus is your superpower. Can you focus on something nice? Yeah. Have you overlooked anything here? So I want to invite you right here, right now, to you know, just, just pause. Just pause for a little bit and breathe. Fresh air, although it's so cold, yeah, but you have things that you can focus on. It's a little bit too cold for me to take off my shoes and socks. So if the sun is out, I probably would do it. But you know what? Allow yourself to just, just it's all good. Okay. Yeah. I once see a soccer player training in the cold winter day, dip their legs into the cold ocean. So one time when I was walking by the ocean, I saw a group of soccer team mates. They all, oh gosh, can you imagine? Freezing cold sea water. They just all dip their legs in the ocean. So you cannot have a easy life. You cannot have an easy life and a strong body. Yes, you cannot have an easy life and a great character. So just remember in our human dimension, we have to challenge ourselves. That's why we are here, my friend. You are here to challenge. What can you do with this form? Yes, that's what we are here for. Yeah, we're not here to just have money, to getting to having stuff. We're not here to just enjoying having stuff. We're here to learn to get stuff. So having stuff is not fun. Getting stuff, the journey is fun. Yes? Yes. Hello. Hi. Chris, how are you? Yeah? 40 KO, what's that mean? So, oh my God, it's freezing cold here in Melbourne. I'm going to watch my son's soccer game soon. So he's training. And so I want to invite you to really allow yourself to be here at this present moment and see what you have overlooked. Yeah, the sunshine is not here, but we have fresh air here. And it's not raining. You see, if it's raining, my son has to play in the rain. Oh, by the way, I was so surprised when I first moved to Australia. When I was training as a student, as a yoga students, I was going to the gym a lot, to the training place a lot, right? And then I see sometimes, when I just couldn't believe it. They still play the soccer and train very hard in the rain. Yeah. It's just not in Asia. We're too scared to get cold. We're too scared to, where I grow up, if there's rain, we cancel all the sports. But here in Australia, they just keep pushing through. Keep pushing through. I really admire. I think it's really the challenges really builds characters. So yeah, and I was protected very well. you know, we Asian, we focus on academic performance. We focus on here. We don't train our physical as much, you know. So, but I'm very grateful to, you know, just step on the journey, become who I am today. And I think it's equally important, especially in this age, because our brand, we already possess. Like these days, the information is all over the places. Yeah. So information knowledge doesn't equal to wisdom, because it's all in our mind, ego. So that's forever one expansion. Yeah, our ego forever one expansion. But who you really are is already complete. Who you really are is the space. Yeah. Can you see Lamunam? Lamunam? No, I can't, you know, but I can learn, you know. I will check it out later. Lamuna, yeah. I think I might, yeah, there's so much to learn in yoga. Yeah, I'm sure I'll check it out to what's it's very familiar to me. Is that a yoga voice? I think it's yeah, I'll check it out. So I can't, you know. I'm learning. Hello, Jake. How are you? It's too cold today. Otherwise, you know, we could do a yoga sessions. It's just too cold. And I have 5 classes today, so I'm a little bit tired, you know. I still have one more class to teach later. So now I'm having a break and I'm watching my boy playing soccer soon in about 15 minutes. It's not raining, luckily, but it's so cold. I'm shivering. I'm shivering. So cold. So I'm just my kids are warming up in the distance, my boy. So I'm going to watch his playing soon. So before that, I'm just walking here around to have some fresh air. So focusing on what is here, yeah, what is here, and knowing that we are safe to be this one. We are safe to be unique expressions of who we are, and make peace within you. Yeah. So allow yourself, you know, allow yourself. Yeah, allow yourself. I think that's the key, because if you really observe yourself, your thinking mind, if you really observe your thinking mind, you beat up yourself a lot. Yes, because we've been. So even the thought, think about it, even the thought of we need to cherish time, okay? Even the thought, these statements create some tensions, yeah? Because, for example, I'm here, right? I'm here walking in the nature. And if I have a thought of I need to use my time, I can't waste my time. I should make the best use of my time. Yeah. Even I have that time. I say time is very precious. What can I do to make the best use of the time? Then I can't relax fully at this present moment, because I have these thoughts popping up and saying, I need to make use of the time properly and cherish the time. You see? So be very mindful of your thoughts, that almost all the thoughts, every thought, even is the most positive thoughts, create tensions. Anyone register that? Any thoughts? When you think you are this form, when you think you are this body and this body is going eventually in 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, 100 years, this body has to go. So you thinking you're a person also cause suffering. So your thoughts create suffering. Yeah, think about it, Jake. You can think of any thoughts. Any thoughts create a little bit sensation, tensions even. So no thoughts. So that's why people want those enlightened master. They will just stay in that quiet silence place, and they say, even Sakulu, Sakulu, he said he can have no thoughts for many, many days if he doesn't need to handle all the things that he has to handle these days. He could just sit down and have no thoughts. Yeah. But it's feel like impossible for most of us. Yeah. Because we're so addicted to our thinking and we still believe they are useful. That's why we have this strong momentum, but that's okay. As long as you start to keep distance from your thinking mind and bring your awareness back to this present moment. I think the biggest breakthrough this journey, this form in has is she no longer take every thought seriously. Yeah, for example, I said I shouldn't be wasting time here. I'm relaxing here. I had enough. I have 5 classes. And I cook for my kids. I did so much every day, but I always feel not enough. Isn't that sick? Yes, it's sickness. We always want more. That's called sickness. Yeah. It's beautiful birds. Well, nice, free. You see, they always think they are enough. They don't need to push themselves, keep forward. Yeah. So, do you allow yourself to just do nothing? Yeah. Can you? Yes. Do you mostly cook, or does your husband also cook for the family? Yes. We take turns, sometimes we're busy and then he will cook. Sometimes most of the time I cook, when he's at work. He has a full-time job, yeah. So my work is more like sort of my work. I teach at nighttime, in the morning, and so in the afternoon, I'm at home and I pick up kids. So we are a very good team. So very lucky. But I really do a lot. I really do a lot. Like, and I always adding more in my life. I feel I really have to, well, but that's my thinking mind, you see. I already doing a lot. So now I stop beating on myself. Yeah, I stop beating on myself. If I need a break, I just let it go. Yeah. And I used to can't see my husband's hard work because after a while, especially in a relationship, you start to take each other for granted. So this is very, very important. Once you start to really magnify the good thing about your partner, you really look for the good stuff, then your partner will change very quickly. It's very strange. Once you start to look for things you can appreciate, so this is the thing. I I didn't have, I was fighting with my husband a lot before. But then since I think maybe just recent year, I all of a sudden realized this is it. This is the source of love. And I think because before I beat on myself too much. So of course, if I beat on myself, this one, I'm always tense. I'm always not happy with myself. How can I be happy with my husband? Of course, yeah. So you need to go back to yourself first. You need to love this one. Also, you love this one when you can't love yourself. Yeah. We've been married to 17, 18, I think 2009. So 17 years, 17. 17. Long time, isn't it? And I'm very grateful we didn't give up because very close, I was really at one point of time, especially after I learned all this, all of the spiritual stuff, and he's absolutely not interested. He doesn't even want to try to understand anything about what I want to share with him. Really has doesn't want to. He doesn't. I don't know. And I used to feel so lonely because, of course, I wish to have a partner who can grow with me spiritually. And I was so scared that if I keep growing and we'll be so apart from each other, yeah? So I used to send him all this, share with him all these videos. And guess what I did? Of course, I push him away if I keep doing that. Think about it. Can you imagine? Yeah. How would you rate each other's communication 1 to 10? I would say at the moment it's about 5 or 6. But before, yeah, still give very low rates because but it's improving. Before maybe just 2 or 3. I think there's still a lot of room for us to improve as a couple because we just used to give, to do things to contribute. We both are doers, we don't express the gratitude enough. I feel I'm working on it. I'm slowly to do that. Like to be able to also, that's right, one thing very important, to open up to being vulnerable to we all have very strong this mind. We all have very stubborn, strong-minded people. So we don't want to admit we need help. We're vulnerable. We don't want to admit that. We just keep working on ourselves, keep contribute to the family the way we think is best for the family. But that's your way, yeah? And he is working hard his way. So everybody is trying, but nobody can feel the love because we all unique, yeah. So it's very challenging because I also didn't learn how to communicate from my parents because my parents also didn't know how to communicate with each other. So it's like mm, everyone is like a cheetah. What's that? A cheetah. Those animal with lots of spikes. Yeah. So we are like that when a relationship is hard because everybody have this ego, have this form to protect, and someone say something against you, you all spike up, trying to protect this form. Nobody want to open to the vulnerability, open to admit that I might be wrong, I may be wrong, I might need help. Yeah. So end up even two very good people can't have a good relationship. This is I learned the hard way because my parents also, they're still fighting. They're all very good people, but they don't know how to express their gratitude towards each other, and they don't know how to support each other to grow in their unique way. But anyway, I'm so glad now I'm starting to be able to root it in this present awareness. And I can see a lot of things he do. He work hard to uh, the way he show his love. So you see, so we have very limited definition about love. Yeah, don't you agree? Every one of us. So Jack, nobody. I don't know how old are you. I don't know how if you have any relationships. But I think nobody on the planet Earth can satisfy all your needs unless you realize you are the one, you are the true love. Yes, true love. Yeah. So, so is he one of those people that are not really emotionally available? That's right. So yes, Jake, you know, I I would say it's not easy. You need to open, be curious about yourself. So you can be open and curious about the other person. Yeah, don't you agree? So he's just not used to that. And I guess what? He's just invites me to be open to myself. So without him, I probably wouldn't be who I am today. Because think about it, if the people who give you the hard time actually awaken you, right? People who really there to love you and support you. Where is the growth? If you ask all the successful people, they will tell you the failures, those mistakes, those downtime really make them grow. Yeah, don't you agree? That's right. So I would say my husband really give me a great um, boost, and I practice to be alignment every day around him. Because when people are unconscious, it's the best time for you to learn. Yeah, it's best to for you to learn to be here, to love yourself. Yeah, yeah. He just doesn't want to talk about. He think it's too crazy. He can't handle it, so he just want to run away. Yeah. Yes, he's a loving father. I cannot say he really did his best to be helpful with our kids. Yeah. So yes, my parents were horrible communicators growing up too, especially Asian parents. That's right. You're so young, Jake. You're so lucky. And you know what? You are so wise. Because only 22, I can't believe you are into the spirituality. You see, you are I think you're old soul in a young body, isn't it? Very young. Oh, so lucky. You have a great, beautiful, bright future ahead of you. You see? So I think the thing is to be open to what is here. Yeah, what is here. Oh, you are so wise. Yes. You know what? All the wisdom is within you. You have all that wisdom. And I bet you will find a very nice, lovely uh, girl, lady, or man. I'm open to you dating any sex. Because, just follow your heart, and it's really a beautiful journey. You are just the experience. You just, as long as you're rooted here now, and you're open to whatever challenges in front of you. Yeah. Yes, just open. It's hard. It's not easy, but you have all the powers within you to face anything. Yeah. I learned it a little bit too late, but never too late. You see, I just don't believe. I, I don't believe my physical age. I just play it like I can feel my little girls coming up, like all the time, and I feel whatever. I don't believe I'm this age anymore. Yes, so have a great, great, great life, and keep bringing awareness to this present moment, and all the wisdom is within you. You don't need. If there's a nice girl join your journey, that's great. Anyone, anyone join your journey, that's great. That's bonus. And then anyone leave, it's also fine. You don't need anyone really. Yeah. All right. Enjoy your day, and I'll see if I can. What kind of yoga move you like to learn? Yesterday I've a quick one at the park. I don't know if you see that one. It's the hip mobilized. So what kind of yoga movement you want to practice? Let me know. So you have any questions? Thank you so much. I really appreciate you as a person. I look up to you in a way. Your positivity is great, and I hope you have a good day. 5 classes is It's a lot. Yes, luckily I love what I'm doing. So I had one yoga class, one mat Pilates, or actually two yoga classes, one mat Pilates, and two reformers today. Yeah. You know, I want to tell you one thing, Jake. Never look up to anyone. Never look down to anyone. Yes. Yes. That's it. Just feel. Yes. Just be with yourself. Any yoga video. All right. Yeah, I like challenges. Yes, never look up or look down on anyone. Everybody can inspire you. If you keep your heart open, anyone, yes, anyone can inspire you. So keep your heart open. So I think heart open is really at the end of the day is this is called awakening. Awakening. Really, you refuse to keep your heart shut. You keep your heart open. Even that means you have to have your heart broken thousands, hundreds of times. Because when we close our heart, we're not being ourselves. Yeah. Because the truth of we are the love itself, we are the peace. And when we close our hearts, we can't live joyfully. Yeah. We can't live joyfully when we keep our heart shut. Yeah. And we're not being ourselves. So keep your heart open. Keep your heart open and be curious about. And if you can't, for example, if you found yourself closing your heart and you feel tension, you feel resistant, that's okay too. Investigate. I highly recommend Katie Byron's work, The Work. So if you want to investigate certain thoughts, it's repeating in your head and you get attached to those thoughts, I would say you sit down with yourself and do the work with Katie Byron. It's very easy. The worksheets you can find online and you just sit down with yourself, investigate. It's related to a lot of, I think, a lot of childhood trauma, so-called trauma. So this is in human dimension I'm talking about. In truth, you are the ocean. You just need to keep your heart open and open to whatever is here. Yeah. But in human dimension, if you want to so-called choose always the positive thoughts, it's very hard unless you are really rooted in this present moment. Otherwise, you'll be dragged by your thoughts. And there's a very strong momentum in your thoughts. Well, so it's like karma, it's homework. Yeah, you have to work on it. So interesting, definitely relatable, especially with childhood trauma. I will take a look. Yeah. But at the end of the day, the trauma is just here. Remember, I said that? You brought it back. Otherwise, nothing happening here. You know what I'm talking about? I will say, if you believe you are still a person, which a lot of us still believe we are just a person, then you could look into your childhood trauma. But I want to tell you also, even I say that, whenever you remember who you are, you're not just a person, you can let go all the trauma. You don't have to do because forever there's traumas, always healing forever. You could heal forever. You see those people who visit counselor all many years, right? Because at the end of the day, it's you decide. I'm not going to buy into any thoughts. You have to decide for yourself. I'm not going to believe my thinking mind anymore. And if you do, that means there's work. You can work on it. And then eventually you will become more and more rooted in this present moment. Yeah? All the best. Yeah? Take care. Be curious, open to yourself. Investigate this one. Yeah? This one needs your love. Okay? See you. Take care. Bye. Bye.